Looking to find out what's happening on the NDSU campus? Watch Bison Information Network News every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on Cable 1 Channel 70. This student-run weekly newscast covers relevant news and current events, entertainment, Bison sports, and more. Watch BIN News Fridays at 9 p.m., Saturdays at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m., and Sundays at 9 a.m. on Cable 1 Channel 70.
Bison Information Network News is brought to you in partnership with Cable 1.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Frisco, Texas, home of the FCS National Championship featuring NDSU and Eastern Washington. NDSU out of the Missouri Valley and Eastern Washington out of the Big Sky Conference. Earlier today, I had a chance to catch up with some NDSU players as well as Coach Klieman to talk about the big game. Second FCS National Championship game, second year in a row. What does this mean to you?
It's such a blessing to be here twice. I know once it's hard, and getting here another time is even harder. So being here twice is just a blessing to be able to play the national championship.
What has the atmosphere been like around the team in the past probably month or so when Coach Klieman took his name started going around with the K-State job and now he's officially leaving? What has it been like for the team?
It's been great because I know we're a family type of team, so we just been honest with each other and just pushing through and helping each other out during these times, difficult times.
What would it mean for you guys to go out as national champions, undefeated season, and send Coach K up the right way?
Oh yeah, I know that's what everybody wants to do because going undefeated is hard for one, and then just leaving Coach Klieman, making him go to K-State and leaving the program better than it was. We're going to try to do that for him.
What's it like having your brother on the team all year? His first year out here, redshirt freshman, going to be redshirting this year. What does it mean to have him on the field with you?
It's such a blessing to have him. I know I'm teaching him the ways. Hopefully next year he'll be able to play with me. So just having him just follow my steps up and it's really nice to have him here.
All right, thank you. Best of luck.
Appreciate it.
Keith, last year you were here, first time starting, playing the national championship game. What's different from this year compared to last year?
Just a little bit more experience, and not just for me, but the whole team in general, especially our defensive backfield. We all played a lot of ball and played together a lot, so a little bit more experience for sure.
Eastern Washington, known to light up the passing game. How focused has the defensive back group been on Barry as the quarterback?
We always focus, man. It's always going to be extreme focus, especially when it comes to the national championship game, especially. So we won it done, man. So we got intense focus all week, and since we've been done with the last game, we've been going hard. So.
What's the atmosphere been like since Coach K took the job at Kansas State? What's the atmosphere been like around with the team?
Nothing's changed, man. We understand that at the end of the day it's a business, and at the end of the day it's all about us as a team, and the players. So as long as we stick together, we're going to be good. So nothing's really changed.
What would it mean to send Coach K out the right way with a W in a national championship and break the record of Georgia Southern's 6?
That means everything, man. That's the whole goal. So the main important thing is seniors and Coach K and everybody else out on the right note, and that's what we plan to do every year. So yeah.
Are you guys aware of the win record that Easton State could potentially break of old NDSU quarterback Brock Judson's 48?
I didn't even know that. He about to break a record right now?
If he wins this game, he breaks the record. What would that mean? What do you think that would mean to him? I know he's I know he's a team aspect guy, but what do you think that would mean to him?
I mean, I think it'd definitely be important, but at the end of the day, Stick is all about the team and just wanting to win, man, and just competing. So as long as he gets another opportunity, man, he's probably good. But, I mean, it means a lot for our team to make sure we get him there, too, and working together to help him achieve that, be a part of that as a team, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
How much have you learned from Robbie Grimsley throughout this, kind of the past 2 seasons? I know he's almost started every single game, since he's been on campus. How much have you been able to take from him and absorb from him?
I've been able to absorb a lot, man. Robbie's definitely really, really smart. And it's not just from Robbie, it's like the whole defensive backfield. We all know our stuff. And, he definitely teaches me a lot. And also just goes out there and plays. At the end of the day, it's all about making plays. And that's what Robbie does. Even though he knows a lot, it's all about making the plays at the end of the day. And I can see that from him.
All right.
We're really excited. It's been a long 3 months. We had a week off a couple weeks ago. Christmas break, came back, ready to go. We got focused. We're just excited to end the season the right way and hopefully end with a win and a perfect season.
The one word that comes out a lot about Eastern Washington is defense. Is that the biggest point about this season for you guys as a defense?
Absolutely. limiting explosive plays, getting them off schedule early on downs so that they can't get up tempo like they like to do. Just keeping their quarterback contained is a really explosive player, and then running backs and receivers are very fast. They got a lot of team speed. Limiting explosive plays is definitely going to be the key to this game.
So do you think that maybe, I know you guys don't change up your game plan too much from the opponent, but are you guys willing to sacrifice more of those chip plays than the big ones?
You know, we don't like to say that, but I mean, yeah, if you can limit a 40-yard game to 10 or something, just limiting the explosive plays so that they can't get up on the ball and do the same thing, that's going to be huge. Just winning first and second down, forcing them into downs that they're not comfortable with and that we are, that's going to be big so that we can force them into things that they don't want to do.
I know there is some new personnel with this team, but do you still feel like in watching game film there's some familiarity with this?
There's a lot of familiarity, and I think the biggest difference is just the quarterback change. He's a different player than Buildup was, and maybe for the better because he's so explosive when he's got the ball in his hands running, and he makes a lot of plays with his feet. He's a very accurate passer. I think that's the most impressive thing. He doesn't maybe have the strongest arm, but he makes some throws that are really impressive, and he does it well moving too. And keeping him contained is going to be a big thing.
How much have you been able to learn from Robbie throughout the past couple of years since he's been on the defense, since he's the leader of the defense?
Yeah, Robbie's been huge. Ever since I switched, I learned a lot from Robbie. I watched everything he did in practice, to game film studying, and to in-game situations. Robbie's as good of a player as there's been at NDSU, and being able to learn from him last year, playing the same position, and now playing alongside with him. Robbie's been huge in my success, and obviously NDSU's defense success in the last 4 years.
You guys got hit with a big opening yard first against Montana State. You got hit with a big pass play. Was that a focus kind of moving forward, especially now going up against Eastern Washington, a team that can hit those?
I think so. I mean, the biggest thing after that was just we got to communicate better. We can't have mental busts because when you get later in the season, you play better teams, and those mental busts will hurt you more than they do early in the year. And against a team like Eastern Washington, they're going to capitalize on those. So if we can communicate and always get on the same page, that's going to be a big part of this game.
All right. What does it mean to be playing in the national championships yet again?
It's a blessing. It's always a blessing to be able to get here, and especially since I didn't get to play last year, so it means a little more than that.
What would it mean to send Coach Klieman out with a W because he's going on to take the K-State job?
It'll be great to send him out. He came in with us, and I think it'll be great to send him out with his next game.
Has the atmosphere changed at all since he took the job in the locker room, or has it just kind of stayed the same and the Bison focus is the Bison are locked in? We're not going to let any outside noise in.
We're not going to let any outside noise in. He came and told us right away, so that helped out the whole process. He didn't wait for somebody else to find out and rumors spread. He went and told us right after he did it, so that helped out everybody.
I know you're on the defensive side of the ball, probably not really aware that Easton Stick would break the record for most wins by an FCS quarterback. I know he probably doesn't talk about it, but what do you think that would mean to him as a player, 49 wins in 4 years?
It probably means the world to Easton. He probably won't show it, but Easton works his tail off. He's always at the Dome. Whenever I'm at the Dome, his truck's parked there. When I'm leaving, his truck's still there. He's just constantly watching film. He deserves it if he gets it.
Has he been would you say that Easton is the leader of both the offense and the defense? I've seen him from time to time kind of coming over and talking to the defense, and something happens, like, hey, don't worry about it, we're going to get it back. Like, what does that mean to have that type of leader on the team?
It means a lot that he's not just all about himself. He comes down to talk to us. If we get a pick, he comes and congratulates us. If he turns the ball over, he says, my bad. He's a team player, he's selfish.
Well, I know one word to sum up this Eastern Washington offense is explosive. You guys have been hit with those plays before, especially against Montana State, 71-yard opening pass. But what have you guys done to kind of correct that? And has that been a focal point in practice the past few weeks?
It definitely has. They're a very explosive team. The main thing is communication, because with that 71-yarder, there was miscommunication. We had a bust on one side. So if we communicate well and everybody does their 111 to do their job, we should be okay.
Has the game from 2010 been talked about at all? About the reverse fumble, how he was down? Has that been mentioned at all this week?
I've seen it on Twitter and stuff. I don't think nobody here is saying about it.
You guys are just kind of blocking that out?
Yeah, just focusing on this game.
Focus.
Now.
How explosive is Barry as their quarterback in that run game with that offense? I know they're pretty fast, but how explosive are they?
They're very explosive, especially when they get up tempo, when they do their bubble goals and everything else. So, and quarterback's dynamic. He can run, throw, he's shifty. So it's going to be attached.
All right, Lance, you good to go for Saturday?
Yeah, ready to go.
Gonna be rocking and rolling. Gonna try to get some explosive plays on this Eastern Washington defense.
Definitely, yeah. My legs are feeling 100%, and my arm is feeling really good, so I'm ready to go.
So does it feel any different? I mean, this is the second year in a row that you came back in the championship game and you've been able to play. Does it feel different than last year?
It definitely feels different because last year it was my hip, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to be able to run and everything. But now it's just an upper body. And I've been practicing on it. I've been able to carry the ball, catch, and do everything without any limitations. So and my legs, they're feeling 100%. So I feel like I'll be 100% on Saturday.
Coach Klieman accepted the job about a month ago now to go to Kansas State. Does that change the atmosphere in the locker room, or is the Bison always going to be the Bison?
Bison's always going to be the Bison. One player is not going to change, or one coach is not going to change anything. He's done so much for us, and we love him. But him deciding to go to K-State is, I feel like that's a good move for him. He's left his mark here, and he's done so much for us. So we just want to send him out the right way.
The Rams are doing a pretty good job blocking for you up front. You got Tanner Bolson right next to you, so you better not say anything too bad. But how have they helped you become successful as a ground attack?
Man, they do such a good job of just being physical and getting movement. And you just got to take advantage of that and hit the right holes. And Coach Riley gets those guys oiled up every week throughout week. And it's just an honor to be able to run behind such a great O-line. And Tanner does a good job of leading those guys too. So it's fun. It's fun to run behind them.
What would it mean to send Coach Klieman out with a W?
That means everything. That's what most of our guys are playing for, just to make sure to send him out the right way. I know all of our seniors came in with him in the same year, so we want to make sure we send him out the right way.
Undefeated season, that going to mean anything as you look back? I mean, 2013, and I know 2018 getting a lot of comparisons. We're not going to talk about that because that doesn't matter. They're two different football teams. But what would it mean as a senior to go out undefeated?
That's awesome. That just means that we had a very relentless team. And, we just want to succeed in everything and win. So that means a lot to everybody.
I know not a lot of people are aware of this, but you might because you're on the offensive side of the ball. Easton State could potentially break, not about to break the FCS or wins by a quarterback, former NDSU quarterback Brock Jensen. Mm-hmm. What would that mean to him? I know he's a team guy and he always puts the team first, but down the road you got to think, man, that's going to mean something to him to have his name etched in the record books.
Yeah, Easton, he's not really big on those individual achievements and stuff. But I know deep down he's happy for himself, and those are probably goals for him. So he doesn't really express it, but I'm sure deep down he's really happy for himself. And we're gonna do everything to get that win, so he can get that record, so he can be part of the team.
All right, fourth national championship right here in Frisco, Texas. What would it mean to get the W?
And everything, we obviously go through a lot. We're in the off season, we grind a lot, so it just kind of makes our just grinding kind of pay off ultimately.
In the playoffs, it seems like you flip a switch. You're just like this whole different running back. You are explosive, like not that you're not explosive in the offseason. You're explosive. You're running through guys. You're getting more yards. What do you contribute that to?
Just as the season goes on, I'm able to learn more, obviously, and we're fortunate to have a longer season. So through the playoffs, I'm able to just keep getting better week by week.
Last year, you and I talked after the game that the stats don't mean anything to you. Just to get in the dub, is that still the same today?
Yeah, for the most part, stats is cool to look back on when you're older and stuff, but that's not my main focus. I feel like if you just focus on stats, you're kind of pulling away from the team. I'm a team guy, so whatever I can do to help the team win or put us in a great place to win, that's what I'm for.
Accepting a Senior Bowl invite, what does that mean to you?
It means everything. It's a lot of my hard work and just things that I do on and off the field is not going unnoticed. And I'm just very fortunate to get the invite and just kind of be able to showcase the program and my talents as well.
How have you been able to help the younger backs like Seth, Ty, Adam, kind of propel and make them even better?
It's not just me helping them. They help me. With Ty and Adam, we all and Lance, we all give something to the table. We all help each other. So it's not just the older guys helping the young guys. It's the young guys helping the older guys.
What would it mean to send Coach Klieman out the right way with the championship?
It would mean everything. It would just mean everything to the program because, like I said, we work hard throughout the offseason and stuff, so it's just our ultimate goal is being accomplished.
Has the atmosphere changed in the past month, or has it kind of stayed the same?
No, it stayed the same, like, it doesn't matter. I just running the show. The Bison are always going to be successful because we have, just our morals and what we believe in here in the program. So we're all very happy for Coach Klieman, but I don't think, anybody's down or anything. This is a big-time opportunity. So we're all happy for him, but we obviously still focus on our goal.
Darius, you're quietly having probably one of the best receiving seasons that an NDSU receiver has had in a while, outside of RJ or Dusty. What does that mean to you?
It's just been a really good year. I'm trying to do my part for the team and make plays. My numbers fall off.
You kind of had a struggle in the offseason, and has that kind of helped you propel yourself forward and maybe have your best year yet right now?
I don't know. I just think it gives me more purpose each time I go on the field. I just know what I'm playing for, and it helps me to stay motivated and keep driving the team.
Easton Stick about to could break the FCS wins record with a win of all NDSU quarterback Brock Jensen. How much does that mean to him? I know he's a team guy, but does that mean at least something to him?
I don't think he's worried about the record, but I think down the road it'll be something cool. It'll be a really cool thing, but just an incredible player, and it's going to be exciting to get that.
Have you guys been able to find any holes in that Eastern Washington defense, maybe where, we can get him on a big play here, kind of like what they do, what they're going to try to do to you guys?
They have a really good defense, a lot of guys that physical in that matchup. Well, we're going to try and find ways to execute where we can make plays and game plays. It's exciting to compete against them.
You and Easton have a pretty good you've got a pretty good combination. What does that go? What do you kind of contribute that to?
I think it's a lot of the off-season work, and we're also roommates, so just having that chemistry, just putting in hours together on the field, the way you're running your field, just having it all come together through the season. I think we're really clicking this year, and that's part of it.
When Coach K took the job at K-State, what did the atmosphere change? Did it stay the same? Or how has the atmosphere been since probably about the past month?
Yeah, I would say everything's still the same. We're all obviously excited for Coach Klieman and what he's going to do in the future, but right now we're just focused on the game, and we're all part of it.
What would it mean to send him out the right way?
It'd be really cool. He brought us in to play together, all the seniors, and just to go out on the right way on top would be really special. That's how we're going to try to do this.
Blocking for the running backs, they've had a great success on the line this year. What does that mean to you to see them have all that success?
Just seeing the running backs do what they do, it's like a great feeling because you get your job done up front. It's nice to know that we have guys in the backfield that they can do their job then. It's just two cogs in the machine working together.
You and your brother, do you guys have a competition because you're both on the line of who's going to, if somebody misses a block, does the other one get on each other? Or is it just more of, we just both got to do our job?
You kind of both got to do your job, especially out on the field. We throw jabs at each other off the field, but mostly when we're on the field, it's just business.
This Eastern Washington defensive line is no joke. They're pretty good, pretty stout up front. How does it compare to last year's James Madison?
Both teams are solid. Both teams have good players. It's just we got to come out and do what we do.
You guys going to be able to get 200 yards on the ground and keep Easton clean throughout the game?
That's the plan.
What would it mean to you to send Coach Klieman out with a W?
That would be huge, especially everything he's done for us in this program. Just be able to get a win and send him off the right way. Send him off and all the coaches are leaving, celebrating instead of mourning a lot. It'd be key, I think.
Would it be cool to get a chance to sing the fight song one last time in the locker room after the W?
Yes, that would be really cool. We have to sing with those guys one last time.
Easton on the verge of breaking an FCS record. Right now he's tied with Brock Jensen for 48 wins. What would that mean to him? I know he doesn't talk about it in the media, but behind the scenes he's got to say something.
He hasn't said anything about it. I didn't even know about it until he brought it up.
Wow.
We just don't really look at those stats until it's all said and done and the season's over.
So once the season's over, that's when you guys look at the stats and just kind of be able to reflect upon the year?
Yeah, we wait to reflect and look at our accomplishments till after the season. Just got to do what we got to do during the season.
Coach, I know Easton doesn't really talk about it. He's could break the FCS wins record, former NDSU quarterback Brock Jensen. What do you think that'll mean to him? Not necessarily now, but maybe down the road.
Yeah, he doesn't think about individual accolades at all. That's what I love about Easton. But it'd be a special event. But he'd be the first one to tell you that we have 48 wins, and he's had a lot of help offensively and defensively. But a special time for him, and obviously a special deal that he's been able to get 48 wins.
The offensive line it seems like in the playoffs they flipped the switch and the run game has just gone up in yardage. What do you contribute that success to?
Well, the fact that we continue to improve on a weekly basis. A lot of teams, as they get this late in the season, maybe plateau, maybe get a little fatigued. Our guys continue to get stronger. That's a credit to Coach Klieman, Coach Riley. But make no mistake, you have to be able to run the ball. You have to be able to control line of scrimmage to have an opportunity to be successful.
What are some X factors or key things that you guys are going to have to win in order to be successful in this game?
Yeah, the turnover battle. Obviously, we can't make mistakes turning the football over. We have to find a way to get a few. And then the explosive play battle. We can't give up explosive plays. We need to get a few. And then, obviously, special teams will be an X factor. We have to be flawless on special teams, and we've emphasized it a lot over the last 2 weeks.
All three running backs good to go?
I think everybody's ready to roll. We should have a full complement of guys, and I'm excited.
How challenging is it going to be to stop Barrier with that secondary? I know his secondary is pretty good, but Barrier is a very explosive quarterback.
Yeah, he's a great player, and I don't know if you stop him, you try to limit some of his success and limit some of his things outside the pocket. When you have somebody as athletic as he is and with the playmaking ability, you're never stopping those guys. You're just trying to control some of their success.
Did you guys watch any tape of Eastern Washington with Guru to Barrier? They changed any bit?
I don't think schematically. They've changed a whole lot. They've changed schematically from last year to this year as far as wanting to run the football more. But they're going to do what they do, and that's the sign of a really good program. Not a great team, a good program is you do what you do.
Saturday going to be an emotional day for you, knowing it's your last game, or is it as soon as the ball kicks off, it's Bison focused?
Yeah, it's a football game. Ultimately, and all those other things will take place probably afterwards. But right now, our focus is making sure that we have our guys ready to play a big time football game Saturday.